spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will put it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And
there he goes. Not enough for the first down. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Finds his man, it's Gonzalez. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Back's looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Gators line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got his man in the middle. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Rushes on him. Snags it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Daniels. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Montgomery. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
To the air, it's Dyer. Buys a little time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Leaves it with the back. Strong, firm tackle.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand, the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Daniels. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. The sure hands, it's Gonzalez. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Quick handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sticks, it's Richardson. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arizona! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all. in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Unloads. Now, got a man. It's Cook. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He's looking to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're... pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Going to the run, it's Warren. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Gators want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They turned to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They're throwing for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching